Here now with 24-hour News 8 Susan Shaw, a troubling report just out on West Michigan and how fast poverty is spreading in this area.
I know the city of Grand Rapids and the metro area both topping lists for the steepest increases in poverty in the nation this decade. It's in this report from the Brookings Institution. It compares 95 major cities and their surrounding metro areas. You're looking at the top 5 cities with the biggest uptick in poverty rates from 2000 to 2008. Grand Rapids leading the dubious record with the sharpest climb in poverty, nearly 9% higher. That means in the city, nearly 25% of the population is living in poverty. The increase just ahead of Youngstown, Ohio, Detroit, Toledo, and Dayton. Perhaps more stunning, Grand Rapids suburbs and surrounding towns also topping a list that compares poverty in the metro areas. Poverty rose by nearly 5% in the Grand Rapids area, meaning more than 11% of the suburban and metropolitan population is living in poverty. Again, Youngstown area close behind, and the metro areas of Lakeland, Florida, Detroit, and Little Rock, Arkansas. The report says that spike in poverty in both Grand Rapids and Detroit is due to a massive loss of manufacturing jobs, particularly in the auto industry, throwing people out on the unemployment lines. Sunbelt cities were hit hard because of the collapsing housing industry. That spread to the suburbs, where they lost real estate and retail, construction, and supplier manufacturing jobs. 24-hour News 8 has been putting a face to these statistics. You may recall back in August, we talked to a West Michigan couple forced to live in a tent in a state game area because both had lost their jobs. In no way does this report mean Grand Rapids has the highest poverty level in the nation. The major cities have far more people living in poverty. What it does mean is that we saw the biggest jump from where we used to be to where we are now. As you well know, Michigan has been hit the hardest by unemployment and the Great Recession, and Detroit and Grand Rapids are Michigan's largest cities, taking the brunt of it. If you want to get a closer look at this report, we have a link where you can find it all. It's online right now at woodtv.com.